I know njengamanje ukuthi things are calmer because emotions were very high. When you think about Helen Zille and Anele Mdoda. So that interview that got everyone talking, everyone has an opinion. Some people are saying Anele was unprofessional, and some people are saying Helen Zille just took offense, by questions that were being asked. So basically South Africa it's divided. Ngoba abanye basupporta Helen, abanye basupporta Helen Zille. I thought that was quite interesting, and I have a lot to say. So I'll allow you to say first before I say my piece. I don't know what your thoughts were around that interview.
Well, I don't have a lot to say.
Okay.
To be honest, but i-interview mangabe uzoyenza kubalekile ukuthi uyazi ukuthi uyenzelani.
Yeah.
Right? Why? What is the purpose for this particular interview?
As a guest or as a radio presenter?
As a radio presenter.
Oh, okay.
As a radio presenter. Ngikhuluma manje ngikhuluma nge-host. Engeke ngikhuluma nge-guest. Why kumele senze le particular interview? So mangabe uqala le guest iza iyona nto kumele ibe in the back of the mind. And then iyona nto leyo ke eyenza ukuthi i-interview ithathe i-direction. What direction is it going to take? So if now we are to get a green light that we are going to be interviewing the president,
okay,
we now need to look at what is it that we are going to be touching on. There is so much.
Yeah.
When it comes to the president, there is Phala. There is he's in his second term. So go back ning. So I can't be all over. So Helen Zille went there as a candidate, yobu mayor in Johannesburg. So that was the reason. So I think kugcine sekuba nama questions amaningi that are not focused on why she was there as Helen Zille. You understand? So mina, that is what I felt from the first time when I started seeing the clips before I even watched the entire interview. So that is what I felt. But secondly, I also understood from the beginning, it's okay, Anele is not a journalist, according to my knowledge. I might be incorrect. So there is always going to be a difference between an interview that is being done by a person such as Sakina or a person such as Tula Sizwe and an interview that is being done by Felix Hlophe. Kuzohlezi kuba nomehluko. Khona interview that I watched, with Helen Zille. I watched the entire interview. She was being interviewed by MacG. So the way MacG would interview Helen Zille and the way a person who's a journalist will interview Helen Zille will not be the same. And njoba ngisho nama ngiyona journalist. So I think logo kuzivezile. There is a point that I can just remember from the top of my head now. When Helen Zille then started to push back and say, okay, you have made accusations up or allegations aphathelene nokuthi EDA is corrupt. Sekela-ke lento isho. Where are the examples? Now, because ama journalist asuke memory and asukazi ukuthi kufanele mangibuza question ngisekele. So they would give you example ukuthi kuke kwenze ku 1 2 3. Yabo. But she couldn't do that at that moment when Zille started to say, okay, nginikeze ama example. Yabo. So kuvelile ukuthi okay, lo interview wayo akayona journalist. And the end up ngokwami sifayela all over ingasekho focus.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Which question one question that Anele asked that had nothing to do with what Helen Zille was there for.
Okay. Now, okay, I'm trying to think. So, I didn't jot down all the questions, but now, if a person is going to be a mayor, first of all, i-mayor imapha ama-questions ekumele sibuze yona. That is what becomes the most important thing.
Yeah.
Ukuthi iziphi izinto ekumele sibuze umuntu oyi-candidate yobumeya, ngoba akazile laphayana ezomela i-DA, akazile ezokhulumela i-DA as the entire party. We candidate ye-mayor ngesigqoko sob-DA. So that is why kuze eze wamuzo Helen Zille esedlala ikhadi lokuthi abalaleli bangibuza imibuzo in line with
Now uvumelana no Helen Zille.
ngoba abalaleli bangibuza ukuthi ngizokwenzani ngecrisis yamanzi,
Yeah.
ngizokwenzani ngecrisis kagesi, ngizokwenzani yabo ngecrisis yama potholes within the city, because logo ku within my jurisdiction as a mayor, because kunezinto ezizongabi within jurisdiction ye mayor.
Yeah.
It says phuma kwi jurisdiction yakhe. So but mangabe ingakho bengilinganisa ukuthi uma njengoba nje siya kuma local government elections next year, kubalekile ukuthi mangibuza imibuzo that have to do with what is within the mandate of a local government and not what is into yaka national kumuntu ozo sebenza kwi local government. Azokutshela ukuthi hey, but lento suyibuza manje it's not what I have to do. Message, but mina ngilindele ukuthi ngabe wena educate abalaleli ukuthi no, lokho akusakona ke okweCouncillor, lokho akusakhona okweMayor. So ingakho ngithi kube nemibuzo mina ngokwami ebengizwa ukuthi okay, ayisaqondene ngqo nobumeya.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I updated a status earlier on, early in the week, on Facebook, and this is what I said about this. I asked a couple of questions, and there are 4 questions. 1, which question should Anele not have asked? No one was able to tell me that. 2, how did Anele provoke Helen Zille by asking questions? Because that's all she did. 3, why couldn't Helen directly address questions or answer questions about her statements that she's made and the DA's track record? She couldn't. She didn't want to answer questions. She was on the offensive. That's what she said. She said, I'm not defensive. I'm on the offensive. 3, what qualifies Helen to distinguish between a good and a bad question? To say, you can't come to my show and tell me that I can ask you this question and not ask you this question. And let me address what you said. You said we should be talking about questions that have, by the way, I love Anele, so that's why I'm this emotional, people. So please understand. You said we should be talking about questions that have to do with local government, not the party. She's representing the party. She's a party candidate. Party politics is important because that party, if it becomes the mayoral candidate, the mayor or runs the city, it's the policies of that party that will be implemented. So we have to interrogate the party before we even talk about the pothole, the water. And if you listen to Anele when she started the interview, she said, you are qualified, no doubt. But there are a couple of things around your politics that are a concern. And then she went on. She then started, firstly, these are the questions that Anele asked. Cape Town is ran well because it's segregated. That's relevant. It speaks to local government. She then went on. She said, you called black people refugees. That is relevant because she was talking about people that are moving from the Eastern Cape to the Western Cape. So will you now in Joburg call people that are coming out from KwaZulu-Natal from Eastern Cape because Joburg, that's where everyone goes. She then asked about that. She then said, Helen said, Eastern Cape is a disgrace. Joburg is a disgrace. And then Anela said, some areas in Cape Town are a disgrace. Some areas in Cape Town are a disgrace. And then what else? Then Anele asked about Tshwane and Nelson Mandela Bay, if which are relevant. DA has ran Tshwane and Nelson Mandela Bay. And then there were things that I also just thought Helen was just unnecessary when Anela said, we run Joburg from a radio point of view. And then Helen like, how do you run Joburg? You run it from the studio. Frankie said something, so there were quite a number of questions that I think were relevant. I would not have asked. I would not have structured the interview in that manner. I would have structured it differently. But I don't think we should say the questions were not relevant. I think they were relevant.
Well, that's how. Yeah, I get what you are saying, but that is why then you would find that in most radio stations they would prefer people with a journalistic background to be able to do such interviews, because when a politician then begins to cry foul, that person is able to defend themselves as a journalist. They are able to defend themselves and with facts when a politician begins to cry foul, because a politician is very quick to cry foul. Recently in a radio station back here at home in KZN, Ikakasi FM, there was into eyenzeka between Alex Mtiane, a listener, no General Bantu Holomisa, where General Bantu Holomisa felt attacked by a listener.
Yeah.
And then he ended up dropping a call, and that's how the interview ended, because General Bantu Holomisa felt attacked, right? And then so it's nothing unique to this particular interview that we are now discussing. Ukuthi a politician ifile in some sort of way ukuthi we are attack. Now lo laba bebobabili ke e studio lo esezeveza ukuthi indlela ongibuza ngayo imibuzo uyang attack. Ingakho ngenze leya example ukuthi mengabe sethi nginikeze phela lama allegation owashoyo awusani, we understand, but if uzowala njoba ngisho mawuzowalalela ama journalist njalo mengabe enezinto akubuza zona uhleze ene background azosekela ngayo, we understand. And again, I'm not saying abantu abangawona ama journalist they are incapable of running these interviews. Mina personally ngiyawathanda merun abantu abangawona ama journalist, because abantu abangawona ama journalist they are able to isikhathi esiningi bayakwazi ukubuza imibuzo angazi noma bakwenza ngamabomu noma kusuke kuyipersonality yakho umuntu, bayakwazi ukubuza imibuzo wena ongathi there is common sense, but yena abuze ngempela. Khona umbuzo obuzwe in this particular interview,
Frankie.
Angisakhumbula ububuzo ubani, but la khona uHelen Zille eze athi khona I think kusebenzise yona something along the lines of common sense ukuthi but leyo nto fani ngabe uyayi understand. Now njalo mak interview abantu abangawona ama journalist into engiyithanda ngabo, they don't assume ukuthi nomlaleli should understand ukuthi ikole have nothing to do with the mayor, we understand. so bavele babuze bona ngezikole
Yeah.
mase kuba imeya ecacisayo so kusho ukuthi ke nathi sabalaleli sizithole si educated so ingakho ngithi ke so ngalelo point bengizama ukusho ukuthi I love it when they are also given the opportunity to do these interviews because they ask ama questions honestly speaking ebengeke azabuzwe umuntu oyi-journalist.
Yeah.
No,
I agree. And also even the example we ends about Zile's book tender allegations. I actually Googled that. It's something that exists. So when Zil played dumb, maybe she knew that Anele won't be able to go back to it. Yes. But it's Zil's book, you can Google it, I Googled it. The Zil's book tender allegations. They do exist. Yeah, but she could have answered. I agree with you.
Umsebenzi wamlaleli ukuthi aguglishe. Ngale nkathi athi ichaze lento ishoyo. Fanele umtshele ukuthi
I don't disagree, but the point that I'm trying to make is that Helen Zille was condescending on that interview. She was condescending. She made the interview escalate to the level that it did because hers was to answer questions, not tell the host which questions to ask and which questions not to ask, because there's no question that Anele asked there that had nothing to do with Helen Zille and the DA and the track record of the DA, and it's everything that people talk about daily. That's what people are saying on the street. So had Anele failed to ask those questions, people were going to see her as a failure of a presenter because she had an opportunity to ask the questions and she didn't. So Anele is speaking for us as black people. For your information, Helen Zille.
Okay.
So yeah, I besides that though, I absolutely love Anele. So I will defend Anele. Having said that though, I'm not saying she could not have handled the interview better. I'm not saying it could not have been done differently. It could have been done differently. But I disagree that she's the reason the interview went to where it went. Helen Zille is the reason. The comment that she made to Frankie was unnecessary, where you were talking about it now, where Frankie was asking the difference on what yini enagegelwa umasipala, enagezelwa iprovince, enagegelwa national. Let's say sometimes abawazi bona umehluko zabantu, and then Helen Zille said, surely you understand some basics, Frankie, please. That was just...
You remember word for word.
I made notes. I watched the thing 3 times now. I made notes because some people were attacking Anele and I thought it was unfair. So I was like, let me go back and watch because maybe there's something that I missed. Helen Zille's demeanor, it looked like white supremacy. She just came across as she felt she's never been challenged by this black girl.
But what is unique, ngaye, because even if engezala ukuthi Helen Zille uzofika enjeyana.
I love Helen Zille, to be honest with you.
There's nothing unique.
Because she gives it, she can take it, but she can give it too. But I think on that day, I enjoy Helen Zille interviews because she is who she is. I enjoy her even on Twitter. I disagree with her a lot, but at least I know what she's thinking. She's not trying to be politically correct. She says what she thinks. It gets DA into trouble because it exposes them for who some of their members are or for who they are. It depends on how you see it. I don't know, but it exposes DA some of the things that, okay, I'm going to go into politics. Let's rather not go there. But
you can go to politics.
No, I don't want to go deep into it. But all I'm saying is Helen Zille is, I enjoy her because she is who, it's either you love her or you hate her. There's no gray line. There's no gray area, sorry. Usho lokho akucabangayo ngesikhathi asicabangayo. Ndizokusho njengoba kunjalo. So I love people like that. But I disagree with her politics. In the DA, there are great politicians. But in the DA, there are people like Helen Zille. Helen Zille belongs to the class that is problematic in the DA. let's not forget that this Helen Zille that we are talking about is the same Helen Zille that said Musi Maimane was an experiment gone wrong, saying they were trying with the black leaders, Yolindiwe Mazibugos, and things just did not work out. You know, those were experiments.
Yeah.
So you can't say that about people. You can't say that about people. So those are the things that Anele was trying to challenge or get out of Helen Zille about her own track record and the things that she has said before. Anele did not make that stuff up. Helen Zille said those things.
Correct. Everything that Anele was saying was not made up. The refugee story, it's what is known, it's out there. Why khulumu Helen Zille ukuthi abantu abeze Cape Town wababiza ngama refugees? And I totally disagree with lenta issue. I don't think ukuthi umuntu ngambiza nge refugee kwi country yakhe. We understand. So it's things that Helen Zille has said. But ingakho ngithe sometimes kubalekile ukuthi uzibuze ukuthi okay njoba namhlanje sizo interviewer usibanibani sim interviewer for what reason.
I think Anele did ask herself that question.
Okay.
And hence the positioning of her questions. She was asking questions ngezinto abantu abamnyama abaseGoli abaworried ngazo ngecandidacy kaHelen Zille.
Yeah. But ke abantu baseGoli bazoba neopportunity yokuvota ngoba bazoba nabuso obuhlukahlukene nemibala ehlukahlukene and then they will choose their candidate.
Yep.
So if bengamthanda uHelen Zille, they will send a message.
Ucabangani vele wena ngecandidacy kaHelen Zille at the age of 70? How old is she?
70, I think 75. I'm not sure, but I think 75.